Bonjour. Are we recording? Is it on? It's on. It's on. Hi guys. So piggyback off yesterday, I realized that out of all the videos I've done, I've never really spoke about my first gay actual relationship. I haven't got a video my first gay relationship. So I'll talk about it. I'm gonna need a whole bottle of this boy. I've been drinking out of this glass, but for this, oh, it was terrible. Let's get into it because I need to speak fast about it, otherwise I'm gonna forget certain bits. Okay, so I first met him on this site called Adam for Adam. It was a dating site. Initially, I wasn't that attracted to him, but the second time I spoke to him, I was like, cool. It was just one of those things where like the person was talking to you and he was like, he asked for your number. It's like someone asks for your number, like you're entertaining them, but you're not really feeling it, but you're like, whatever. This was, bear in mind, this was 2010, and it was when I first came out. That year, like the 1st of January 2010 is when I said I'm going to start exploring my sexuality. And by April, I got into my first relationship. And it didn't take long. I remember I saw him. No. I was going to Asda one time. We've been talking for a bit now. And he said, what are you doing? I said, I'm going to Asda. Americans, Walmart. And then he said, "Yo, come and pick me up." I picked him up. And from that day on, for like, until like the end of the relationship, he never left. Like, he was with me every single day. Everywhere I went, he wanted me to come, pick him up. I'd have to pick him up, go take him around with me. Anything I'm doing, anywhere I'm going, anyone I'm seeing, he'll be there. Then I'll drop him home, go home. What are you doing today? Yeah, come pick me up. I need to go here. Then I'll start taking him on his errands. And it was so much so soon. I didn't even hit time to like grow even to liking him, because remember I wasn't initially attracted at first, so I just found it too much, and it wasn't long before he became mentally abusive as well, and he would start his silly shit. Now, the first time I was at my friend's house, he was on my lap. This is the first bit of mental shit. He was on my lap and my friend was dancing. My friend's a dancer, he was whining, whatever. And his head was like here, right? There's a pillow. His head was here. And then he goes to my friend, he's lying this way, and I'm like here. His head's here, it's lying here. And he goes, why didn't you come whine on my cocky like that to my friend while I'm here in the room? I turned around and I said, what did you say? He goes, you know what I said? I was only joking. I told him to, why don't he come and whine on my cocky like that? What's the matter with that? I pushed his head off. I said, are you joking? Like, why would you even say that? Why would you think it's okay to say something like that? I could not even fathom what the hell he just said. Do you know what he said? He goes, why are you taking everything so personal? Like, obviously, you know I'm not with you for your looks. I wasn't laughing then, I can laugh now. Wow. Oh. So I was like, what did you just say? And he goes, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not with you for your looks. And he's like, I don't know what he was trying to get at, but he kept on repeating it like it was an amazing thing he said. And it was so offensive. So we left it at that. I was annoyed. There's like, I'm sorry. You know I love you and only you. I wouldn't be here if I didn't want you. I wouldn't be here if I didn't want you. That was cool. We went home. These times I was a virgin. he wanted sex. He wanted us to have sex. So he started kissing me, and then he he tried to put it in, like, he just tried to put it in. I didn't understand. No massage, no, make me feel, you know. So got naked. I was lying on the floor. I was naked, and he tried to have sex with me, and it was like this. It was so excruciating. It would not go in. So this is my hole, yeah. And instead of him to, like, you know, massage, you know, this is him. This is dick. This is what he was doing. He was proper. And I was like, ow, ow, ow. You can't fucking take dick anyway. I don't know why the fuck I want to fuck you anyway. Oh my God. I was just like, so he just left me there, and I just felt like shit. Like, I just felt like shit. Complete and utter shit. And then a few days after that, he tried licking me out. It was so horrible. It was like teaching a kitten how to lick milk. It was disgusting. I did not enjoy it. That was horrible. Then he tried it. That's when he tried to put baby oil. So he put baby oil on my hole, and he tried to shove it in. Oh my God. Ah! My God, it was so painful. I didn't understand what the hell he was doing. Then, like, mental stuff would happen, and he would be like, oh my God, your breath stinks, you're this, why do you walk like that, why do you talk like that? Oh, just going on and on and on and on and on. And then my friends got married. My friends got engaged the same night. They didn't know each other. So I had one call of my friend telling me that she got engaged. Then my friend was phoning in that call. I had put that friend on hold for that friend to tell me that she got engaged as well. So me, I'm buzzing. I was like, what? This is amazing. Like, how can two of my friends get engaged one night and they don't even know each other? This is amazing. Why are you getting happy? It's not like it's going to happen to you. I said, what has that got to do with anything? Like, I can't be happy for my friends. Like, yeah, but you're happy like it's going to happen to us. I don't even know if we're going to be together a year yet, like, let alone engagement. How cool. That was another thing. Then he was so close with this woman that he's saying that it was his best friend, which was a girl, but she doesn't know about him. And he would always stay at hers overnight and come to mine. And he would always be like, I really want her to meet you. I really want to tell her that we're in a relationship. And and it was only after that I had my suspicions that was actually his girlfriend and not his best friend, and he had her name tattooed on his arm. But I thought that was his best friend. And then I was just so naive. Like, I'm young. I was just come out. Like, I don't know my way around, and it was just, that was what it was. That could never happen now, you know. But it was what it was. That was another thing that happened. The next thing that happened was, it was just a row of things. Then I suspected that he was cheating with one of my friends. And he was whispering on the phone, then he went upstairs. And then I went out and come back in, and I was talking to my friend about it, but coding, like code language, because my mum was in the room, so I didn't want her to know what I was saying. And she goes, are you talking about... And I was like, yeah. She goes, well, I wanted to tell you something, but when you went, he was really sneaking on the phone. And then when he was coming back, he quickly shushed the person to get off the phone. I was like, really? But I couldn't even be mad because that was my mum. I was laughing at the fact that she even noticed that your mum knows you're gay if you guys think she doesn't. Secondly, that was that. Then he got exposed by being... I found out another friend I have that we were seeing the same person, but they just had sex. And with me, he was actually with me, but we didn't know. And we used to talk to each other about the same man every single day, but we didn't know that we was dating the same man. Oh God, when that came out, it was so terrible. So our mutual friend was at a club, and they were like, yeah, you need to be here. Rare Tete's man's here. And I was like, who's that? And he showed me the man. I was like, that's not his man, 'cause that's mine. And then he said, gays are so messy. He was like, what the fuck? How do you dare you? That's not your man. Like, he's got his dick on the side. How can he be your man when he's still on BGC advertising his big black dick? I said, you're joking. I said, send me the account. I saw the account. He was lying where he's from. He said that he's from the Caribbean and he's African. Saying that he's only looking for sex and all of this rubbish. And then in my mind, I thought to myself, maybe it's just because I'm not giving him sex. That's why. So he would manipulate me and make me think that there was something wrong with me. That's the whole reason why we couldn't have sex. But my body would not allow. When I tell you that anytime he tried to come next to me, like, my body would freeze, and I just thought it was me. You know, I never had much interaction with men like that, so I didn't know. And he used that to his advantage to really make me, to really knock my self-esteem. So then he, apparently he's a DL, and apparently he's bisexual, right? So when we was in the street one time, we went to this African restaurant called Tasties. We was coming back, and it was actually a nice day. This is really making me sick when I think of every single thing that I'm saying, and I know that I tolerated all of that. Crazy, man. Jesus. Whew, thank God for growth. Because if I didn't have growth, I would be a ran-through wreck right now. Anyway, so we was walking, and this girl walked past, and he was like, oh, excuse me. So I just thought he knew her. So I stood and I was just waiting until we finished. And then he was like, oh, yeah, you're looking sexy. I just wanted to know if you would give me your number. And she was like, no, I'm not interested. And goes, come on, please. Like, just give me your number. And I was standing there. And he come to me. He goes, what? Why are you looking at me like that? I said, you just chat her up in front of me. Or was I hearing something? And he was like, well, you know I'm bisexual, innit? Oh, he just didn't stop. Then, I was sleeping in the night. All of this that I'm telling you is actually, is literally how it was every day to day. It was always something. Always something. So it's not like I'm jumping events and it was really good for a month and then this bad thing happened. This was literally every day there was something. That's why I can go all. I can speak about everything because everything was happening day to day, back to back. I would sleep, I would wake up, he'll be on the phone, and I remember, never forget the time, it was 3:48 in the morning, and he was like, yeah, cool, and the person was like, so where are you? He was like, I'm at my friend's house. So you're gonna come and check me? Yeah, I'll come and see you tomorrow. I was like, let's close my eyes. Again, in the morning. Now, in the morning, he was whispering to go and see my friend, and this is what made me suspicious about it, because he would like, I'll tell you what happened. I was sleeping. So I remember that was already in the early hours of the morning. So now I'm awake in my head with my eyes not open. And I'm hearing, yeah, I'll come and see you. So I'm like, yeah, you still gonna do that thing for me, yeah? You still gonna do that thing for me, yeah? Yeah, I'm gonna come and see you. Yeah, so wait up for me, okay? Blah, blah. I woke up, it's me. Hi, babe. I was just asleep. He's like, yeah, it's good. How was yours? But yeah, so what are you doing today? He goes, oh, nothing. I'm just gonna go home. On the phone, he said he was going. He wasn't going home on the phone. So I was like, oh, and you go to the library today? Because he was in uni. I was like, no, I'm just gonna go home and chill. I said, you coming back here later? He goes, yeah, maybe, I'm not sure. I might see you tomorrow. I was like, cool. In my head now, I just thought, oh my God, he's fucking my friend. That happened. There's loads of things that happened in between, but this was the last straw. Me and my friend was talking on the phone about someone that we all mutually knew. Now, what is the weird twist to this story is because my first boyfriend turned out to be one of my bullies in college. So we was talking about someone that he knew. I didn't know that at the time. We didn't know until like later on when we started doing the guessing game. You know, when you realise you know someone, you're like, oh, how do you know them? Oh, because I went to college with them. You went to college? Like, what college did you go to? I went to Barking Dagenham College. How did you go to Barking Dagenham College? I went there too. What year was that? And then you figure out, and I was like, oh my God, I fucking know who you are. Oh, terrible. It was horrible. Anyway, we were speaking about someone who we mutually knew, and she was gisting about him, and he was like, every minute, like, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? What's happening? I was like, just calm down, wait, I'll tell you what happened after she tells me, babe. I can't tell you while she's telling me, just wait. I was like, so she's telling me, I come on the phone. Before I even get to open my mouth, don't you ever in your life embarrass me like that again. I said, I didn't, how did I embarrass you? Like, I was on the phone. My God, I told you I'd tell you. Just like, chill. 30 minutes passed. I asked him if he wanted anything to eat. He was like, no. I sat down on a chair here. They had like, chair. I sat down here. He sat here. He goes, don't you ever embarrass me like that. I was crossing my legs just like this. I was like, but how did I? Don't you ever embarrass me like that again. Me. Oof. My brother walked in. Oof. It's when Javon walked in. I just looked at him with his hand and I said, the charger is by the fridge, your bag is by the door, and your shoes are there next to the chair. And he goes, what? Why are you talking like that? Why are you talking like that? And I was like, get your stuff and get the fuck out of my house now. I was so calm. And then he's like, what? I said, get your things and get, I got to get. He goes, all right, I heard you. Get my stuff. Yeah. I was like, I sat there like this. He got his stuff. He got it really fast. He went out. And then like under a minute later, the door opened again. I said, I told you. He goes, I'm going, all right. Then he left. I sat in that place for 5 hours. And there was just tears running down my face. I was just like, I feel like that is the day that I realized that I was dating my dad. I just felt like it's horrible. Then I said to myself, I remember I was waiting, the first hour I was waiting for him to come and say sorry, but he didn't say sorry. So after a certain point, I was like, this is over. Like, this is over. Then this man that I had a crush on phoned me, and it's so funny because I met him through MySpace, but we never met, and I didn't even know that he was like that way inclined. And he was like, what are you doing? I was like, nothing, I'm just sitting down on my home. He goes, do you want to come and meet me? I was like, what? And it just felt so weird that he would ask that, because he never asked that before. I knew him for 4 years. And I was like, yeah. I was like, cool, okay. When I went there, I met him, we was talking, it was fine, and he just come to me, and I told him everything that happened, and he was like, but you want me, right? And I was like, this is very inappropriate, I've literally just broke up with someone today. And he's like, you want me? And he was probably intense, like coming up to me, touching my neck, and he's like, you want me? And look in my eyes and tell me you don't want me. And I was like, oh. Then he like kissed my neck, and I was just like, oh my God. Then he like ripped my trousers off. He took my trousers off with one hand, like this, and left my loafer still on. I don't understand what kind of magic that was. Oh, that was my first time. It was really good. And you know what? I remember leaving that house so happy, because I was like, all this time I thought there was something wrong with me. all this time I thought there was something seriously medically wrong with me with the way that this person was making me feel. And it wasn't me. The whole time it wasn't me. It was not me. It was you. My body was reacting like that for a reason. Would I find out later that he fucked someone that died that year of AIDS? So when your body acts a certain way towards people in certain situations, don't ever blame yourself first. Your body's telling you something. Our bodies know things that we don't even know, you know. So it's crazy. And I never tell anyone this. I went out with him a second time. Ugh, that time was even more worse than the first. So we broke up in May something. Then I saw someone in the summer, and then he messaged me back in November, and he was begging me, begging, begging. I'm sorry. I miss you. I want you back. I miss you. I want you so badly. I love you. Then he came. He was on his knees begging. And I was like, oh, fine. And it was even more worse than the first time. It was so much worse. So much worse. So, like, that's why I say, like, I don't really believe in second chances like that, because when people really show you who they are the first time, you should believe them. I saw so many red flags that I chose to ignore. You know, I just was bypassing. It's not even like, I don't even know what I was feeling at those times. I don't know if I felt like I could change. I just think that everything I blamed, even though I knew that it was wrong inside, he had a way of making me think that it was my fault, the way that he was acting, the way he was acting. So it was like he was manipulating me and emotionally blackmailing me. And that was why it was so easy just to... It, it's so funny because I knew what he was doing was wrong. I know the way he was behaving was wrong. But he made me feel like I needed him. There was one night we had one massive argument, and he did something so bad. He disrespected me on a whole nother level. And I'll never forget, he was like, I feel like I'm just gonna leave. And I was on my knees begging this man that hurt me. Woo! That he can't leave. Like, I love him. I would be nothing without him. And it's crazy when I think about myself like that, because I can't even resonate with myself being that weak, you know? But it's horrible. And I just want people to be really, really, really careful when they get into this community, because it is so easy to get yourself into these type of situations where people can knock down your self-esteem and make you feel less than and inferior. And don't ever allow anyone to make you feel worthy than the person you are.